Hello everybody and welcome back to the pYanodons playthrough. It's your Ghostified Gamer. And I have a landing pad. I went in and synchronized the charging stations. I thought that'd be... I was like, hey, why are these out of sync? They look weird. And I just went ahead and went... Pop, 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 and I got them synchronized. And it looks cool. So let's go over some stuff here. Oh my god, look at how nice and tidy this is. This is... I'm very happy with this. I feel so motivated and you know, refreshed with the doing this hub now, the new hub here. It's so delicious. I don't mind having these gaps here. It doesn't bother me because it makes it look cleaner in my opinion. I have the trains here because, well, the new trains we're gonna get hopefully very soon they're not used for anything, you know. One doesn't get consumed into the other, you know, like some of the other stuff. Same thing with these here. The cooling tower, 01. They are not used in the cooling tower MK02. I have a feeling it's because, you know, there's just different technology in there. So now this is a craft speed of 4 versus 2. So that's nice. All right, let's go over a few things. Whoa, look at this. MK2s. I went ahead and started the pulp mill, electronics factory, fluidized bed reactor, and I went ahead and did I did the clay pit, and I did the chip shooter and PCB factory too. I figured, what the hell, might as well. And one thing I'm doing here, I don't usually do this, but because stuff is getting really expensive and time consuming, I'm limiting the input when I have one in this buffer case here. Now, the reason I use the buffer case is because if you were to daisy chain them together like that, you can't control this inserter, so it'll fill up the slot. Say, for example, where, you know, we have radar, it in the mining stuff, the mining machine there, it will fill this up completely, and it'll have like 4 or whatever, you know. I don't want that. I want to be able to control the amount that's in being, you know, manufactured here. So what I'm doing is I'm overriding stack size and setting it to 1. Now I can use this here. I really should use the yellow ones, you know, because they're lower power and not expensive. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna swap these out. You know, it was just an afterthought. I'm like, oh, you know, I should have used the yellow. You know, you grab one inserter and you start using it, and it's like, oh, on this one as well. So yeah, you don't need, you know, crazy amounts of, and since I'm only doing one at a time, then that's fine. So anyway, these aren't overridden, but I'm limiting the input based on the fact that we have one here. So what it does is it stops completely consuming materials. There is a drawback. Now I have to wait longer for materials. You know, if I wanted to, you know, put 5 clay pits down, well, here's how I'm going to control it. I'll increase this number. Right now I'm keeping them at 1. I don't want, you know, 1,000 of these things, you know, or you know, 5 or 6. I want to minimize it and then say, all right, well, I'm getting ready for a project. Let me go set the inserters to, you know, a certain amount so that I can let it all run and walk away and come back, you know, that kind of thing. So, and then I'll just leave it the way it is. Get rid of that. So, yeah, so that's how I'm doing that. The pass-through is kind of necessary. Oh, and also, when you're doing upgrading from the 1s to 2s, 2s to 3s, 3s to 4s, and let's say you've got some stuff that you didn't get to, and you have, you know, level 3s, you're like, oh my god, I got this old crap over here I got to pull out and redo. The bots now will, because you have the set filter on here, the logistic filter, if I pull up a clay mine, MK1 or 2, it's going to go into these cases and get repurposed straight away. So that's kind of why I like doing it this way. It's for repurposing and for control as well. Okay, so that's done. I think I've got these. I'm trying to keep these train stations balanced out. As far as items, I got 5 here and 4 here. So the next one would go here. So it'll be 5 and 5. I haven't really followed it on all of these. These 2 I did. This one I gotta balance out a little better, and this one here too. I have an imbalance on there. That's okay. I'll fix it. Or I have still some items that I gotta throw in there, and we'll be getting more stuff eventually. So yeah, I'm really happy with the hub. Man, it's so clean. Yeah, there is bot travel here, but I don't care. I'm not, like I said, this is something that, you set it, you forget it, you go walk away, you do other stuff, this thing will run. It's not meant to be super fast. It's meant to be, I need stuff, here it is, So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Oh, get this. I didn't know this damn thing was in here still. I'm looking for, like, oh, is there an MK2 of this? And oh, I need to build the electric boiler. Wait, what's this thing? Oil burner? What? What's that? So I built it, and sure enough, I thought they took these out, but they didn't. Here it is. And I'm using it right here. I am burning off the refined natural gas in these oil burners, which I don't know why they call them oil burners. They're just burners. And I have, these are 7.3. I think they nerfed these because they used to be higher. So this sucker generates 60 steam, and these consume 15 apiece. So it balances out 4 to 1. At least that's what I see it. And I'm taking this, I got an 80% overflow valve here off of this tank, but I have this pump set up here because you can't use an 80% with an 80%. It won't work. So if these don't consume the gas, I still have to vent. And so I have this pump set to 38,000. And, observation here is the 20% of 40,000. That's what it's going to vent. So I just set it up to vent at 38,000 as a backup there. And now I can set this crap up for BTX, for benzene, for aromatics, all this stuff. Shale oil, all this. I don't think I'm going to do it now, but this is something you can do. You can set up a bunch of these things here. Now you just need to supply it with water. As you can see, it's kind of getting hammered a little bit. I might have to put another pump in there. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, this is like free power here, Well, it's power that I didn't have that I could have very easily set up. If I had known this thing was still in the game, I would have done this a long time ago. But I'm glad I found it now, All right, what else is going on here? Oh, I added a train stop here for fueling. This is TSM Fuel Stop 01. There you go. And the reason for that is because I was getting all kinds of problems with LTN yelling at me, and it's because, lo and behold, there's a train coming here to be fueled. So this was shutting off because there's so many trains coming here, and they were coming to the coal section here, the coal loader, and I was getting trains coming out, waiting here. And I noticed that, what is this? Shale oil, okay. I noticed that because I came over here to add some trains. I thought I needed to add more trains. I'm like, oh, no, I just need another fuel stop because, trains are getting jammed up over here, Anyway, so I fixed that, or did that. I have, oh, and I ripped this line out. I'm no longer delivering Kerrigan here. And I don't know if you noticed, but yes, we do have stockpiled shale oil here for later on. We can make ammonia and all this good stuff with shale oil, so we'll be looking into that later. I did some buffer tanks here and here. This one's the original one, actually. And I have the 80% valves going this way. So this is all overflow. And it's been night and day doing the on-site Kerrigan to shale oil. Day and night. It's been wonderful. Been running really good. Now I can move this... I might be able to move this back here, and then, yeah, I might be able to scale this down, and then I need a stop to be able to pick this stuff up. I could pull in over here, though. But yeah, we'll need that stuff there. But yeah, it's all the Kerrigan now is being processed on site, and I think I showcased that last episode. If I can find it, here we go. This is gone, almost gone. 129 million, I think, is what it started out at. Yep. And I've been scaling. Now, as the mining op gets less and less, this scales back, you know. So I have to come over here and pull some more out maybe. But here's the loader. And I don't need this many trains for this now too. So you have to pull, you spin up another stone mine and then you ramp one down, you know, as you go. So that one's done. I also have, I converted the other one here. This is way overbuilt too. I have too many belts in here. I could probably scale that down, but sometimes you're better off doing more and then scaling it back after you see it's too much, you know. So this one's all set and ready to go. I'll start hammering that. And then I got this new one up here. This is all set and ready. Oh, I got to get over here and move these miners around. So this one's all set. I got 6 trains, even though I got set to 8. It doesn't seem to deploy a lot of stone trains at the same time. So this has got 3 trains in it, 3 or 4. So that one's all set and ready to go. There, I redid the, as promised, seaweed. And I did the Bodos to compost or biomass to carbon dioxide and piping into this this tank here. I do still have a train, you know, on the. I still want to bring a train in just in case something happens, you know, because I don't know if this is a good ratio for it or not. But you know, it's good for now. Look at all this seaweed coming here. Oh, I forgot. I'm running research. I want to go over that. I queued up specific research. I'll go over it right now. So this is the new improved 2 red belts of seaweed using the MK03 seaweed modules. Very happy about that. And I'm leaving this. It's 8 now. I remember I had 7. I decided to do 8 because I rebuilt it. And I want to keep these, you know, obviously isolated, you know, because this is ratioed out for all these here. So, and it's all nice and cleaned up and stuff. And then the saline water is moved here. And this square is where it used to be here. And then I have a saline water here. I was trying to find it. And I'm like, where is that saline water? Oh, here it is. I think I have another one around. I don't know. I can't remember. I'll have to look for it. But this one needs to be here because of the fish. So I left that obviously there. Yeah, I could have swore I had another saline water. This is why you know, you need to, if you name your stops, you'll be able to find it. But yeah, who has time for that? Yeah, I don't know. I thought I'm pretty sure I have another saline water build around that I shoved somewhere. But yeah, I'll have to look for it. Anyway, I worked on the phosphoric acid build. What I did is I found that I was kind of starving out on pure sand. So I added more sand to pure sand. This will work for now. I didn't want to have to train sand around still, you know. So I had the build. I just had to expand it. That's all. And then I added, what did I do? Oh, I got this going underground over here. So I got 2 pure sand things. I added another jaw crusher. And I increased the request amount here. So now these 2 run more consistent, or they do run consistently. I increased this pump threshold to 4,000 phosphine gas, because we're using that for the electronics too now, you know, all that, the wafer stuff. And this one's at 19,000. I might want to increase this one, but it would, I think what, oh, this backed up. So this stops. That's what's happening there. But this, we have a new recipe for that, so I want to definitely implement that. I'm trying to think of anything else. I don't think. Oh, this is the hub, the old hub. Well, it's 1.0. So once I get this research done, I'll be able to do more MK02 machines. I'll show you what I got queued up here. Moss, that's a problem. That's my bottleneck right now. Moss is getting hammered. And that's because I added the 2 Ulrich builds. Or no, not Ulrich. AUG builds to do the ammonia and the plastic. Here's the moss. Here's this. We'll go over this real quickly. First, I decided, hey, how am I going to get coarse faction going here? I need that moss recipe going with the coarse faction. Turns out I don't even have it unlocked yet. We will. So, in order to do coarse faction using the solid separator, I need 52 rounded up soil extractors and 18 water extractors. Holy crap. 63 megajoules. I'm like, that's crazy. Notice I am using the Moss Farm MK02 and MK03 modules because we're going to get those pretty soon. Now, I was like, this is insane. Well, let's see what else we got. Well, there is a recipe where we can course faction from iron sticks. And look at that. 63 megajoules to 45. And that's including these machines right here for all this crap. Now, this is if I use the new casting recipe using advanced casting. That's including even the casting, with no numbers, of course. I just kind of chucked them in there to see what the power was. So the only thing is you need 24 limestone generators, the quarries, I guess you could say. But look at this. 2 water. 2. And then we got the muddy sludge and all that stuff. So, and then this is going to get even better because we're going to choose the turd research that gives you the chlorine, and it increases the yield by 8 moss. So it goes from 32 to 40. So we're going to do that as well. And then I have to rebuild the whole thing. But what I got to do is build this and then have a belt ready and already in the build for the chlorine as well. I think I'm going to build 2 of these just to be on the safe side. So this, I'm going to do 6 and 6. And I'll have 2 red belts of moss. I'm really excited about this. I can't wait to get this built. So let's see. Yeah. So I'm not going to do the casting yet. But it's here just to kind of showcase what the power of the casting is. So that is that. Now let's get out of here. Oh, and then check this out. Kabonk. There we go. I have 10 labs. And I think that's where I screwed up. I had to count them again. I have 10. I do believe. I'm going to count them again just to be 100% sure. We need little over 4 for the next science pack, pYscience 3. We need 4 of these burner assemblies. So it's going to tax what we have already. Now, include the fact that we need the nuclear sample, which also needs automation science. So if we do 5... of these will be good, I think. Check this out. pYscience Pack 1 is now 4.17. The Logistics Science is going to be 4. The pYscience Pack 2 is 2.5. If we get the... once I get the moss build done, then we'll be fine on that. I want to need to expand it. Chemical Science goes up to 3.34. I'm like, really? But I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine on that. And then all we need is 0.42 of the pYscience Pack 3. Now what I can do is go another tab here, go into the Add Technology tab. We can scroll all the way down. And let's say, for example, let's go... Oh, these are all done. Oh, wow. What's this one? I think this is the full gamut right here. 100? Holy crap. Utility. Oh, that's utility. Yeah, I would like to get the space science in here, but it doesn't look like it's going to show it. I don't want anything military. Oh, here. Space science pack. There it is right there. But, yeah, I don't see... Boy, that's a bummer. They don't... It's not coming up. Well, let's just pick this one here. That's close enough. Let's see what we got here. Now, there's some goofy stuff that we could do. 6.33. 8. Oh, God. This is insane. Yeah, this one right here. I'm not too sure about this one here. So that's 6. Logistic. Oh. Oh, this is requiring military. Well, we'll do it. pYscience 2. 5, 5.7, 5.06. So that's the 2 chemical science. 5, pYscience 3. Let's see what goes up. Oh, it's 0.76. Okay, that's a little better. I'm kind of curious about these. Production. It's locked. 0.13. And pi science 4. Oh my god, I didn't realize we have a 4. Yeah. Wait, did I? That's 3, 4, and then we got the utility 0.11. Okay. Yeah, I think I got it all. Okay. So 6, 8, 6, 3 for military. I'm not too worried about that one. 5. Well, you know, 5. 5 again. 0.76, 0.13, 0.126, 0.11. Holy cow. That's crazy, man. So that's kind of fun to, you know, just kind of check. But I'll delete that one. So this is what I'm going to use to refactor the base once we get, you know, to a certain point here. So I wanted to showcase that. Okay. So yeah, moss. Next step. Let's go over here and let's talk about, you know, things that oh God. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't prepared. I thought I was prepared. And then after I started recording, I'm like, oh no, I'm not prepared. So this here, all this is the mechanical part 02 stuff and everything is supporting it, right? To support it. This is just, I'm going to move this over and center it, you know, so it's not, this isn't where it's going to stay, you know, obviously. Now, this is all the stuff I have to bring in to do this damn thing. Holy cow. This is a belt. This is just a reminder for me to do the belt. So I need a machine to do the belt. And so mechanical parts 01, mechanical part 02. The utility box breaks 02. Then the control panel MK02. Electronics, gearbox 02, shaft 02, the Nexalit battery are all going to be requested via to a case. And I'm going to have stack filter inserters loading up the train. And that's going to be, the only reason I'm doing that is to bring it over to the hub. What I'm going to do is the epoxy is going to be a separate build because it's used in other items I'm finding. And the oleochemicals I'm going to do on site here, just to keep it simple a little bit. Well, kind of. Nexalit battery will be done here, but I'm going to do the anthracone here outside of the base because we're going to need that for other things, and I'll show you what we got going on in there. So all this stuff, I'll figure this out, and we'll do a speed up video on that. But epoxy is used for other things. And the anthracone is used for other things. So I'm going to pull that out of here. I was going to do it within. All right. And then I'm going to, as soon as I get this stuff set up here, I'm going, all this here is the fluids along with these items here. So this stuff won't be here. But we're going to have 2 unloaders for gases and fluids. Mainly fluids. And then all this crap here is coming in to do the mechanical part 02. And this is used for pi science 3, the mechanical part 02. So we do need this to be a production item. So I can't do research and build at the same time. I have to wait till the research is done and then I can start to build. That's kind of a pain in the butt part. But whatever, it is what it is. So this is going to move over here. I'm going to feed this thing. We'll get this up and running. But I want to get this done here. And I'm thinking I can do that here. So I'll prep this area and do the fluids here. I can do a lane here. Maybe I'll pop down, go over, pop down, go over, you know, like I've done in the past. So we'll do that, and we'll get cracking on that. So let's go over the research here, because this is getting a little long here. So I queued up key researches here. I need to run the phyto mining stage 2. Now, what's interesting about this is we can use plant life to get these chelators. I think that's how you pronounce it. And then we can get these enriched biomasses. And some of the chelators, like, for example, here, the Kicalc plus muddy sludge plus the chelator gives us zinc-enriched biomass. So we need this stuff here. Now, what's kind of cool about this is you can have, there's 3 things you can do. You can mine direct out of the ground. Now, that's finite, but this stuff isn't finite. It's infinite. So you have an infinite ore potential here. And also you can set up a mining op to ore processing to processing finished products like plates or, you know, whatever. So that's what you can do with these bio ores, you know, this phyto mining stuff, which is really kind of cool. I really like this, and I'd like to do something. I'd like to do like a test case, you know, a kind of a proof of concept of this, you know, and get it all running and all that. I'd, you know, start with like aluminium, for example, and try it out. So this is kind of like something you could do and get infinite, you know, playtime out of your playthrough, which is kind of cool. So I queued that one up. Next, the reason I had to run this research here is because it's a dependency for this moss stage 3. Here is the stone core, you know, the stone quartz faction, limestone, muddy sludge, carbon dioxide for 32 moss. Take the turd research, it'll be 40 with chlorine, and we're gonna do that one as well. But I'll design it first, and then I'm gonna save it, select the turd, and then get because I can't do the chlorine until I have the turd selected, the turd research selected. Then I have to key that up, and so I have to build it blind, basically. Yeah, it's not too bad. And then I get the chlorine up and running, then I get the moss up and running. So that'll be kind of interesting. I don't think I can pick a non-turd recipe. I'll have to see about that, because I wouldn't mind picking a non-turd recipe. Then, you know, then I can run it at least, and then when I pick, then I can switch the turd recipe or the recipe over to the turd one. I don't know if that's how that works. I'll have to test that out. So here's the MKO2 or MKO3 moss, and it uses the fertilizer Tufra seeds, moss MKO2, and tailings. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to take I'll have to see about storing some tailings for this. Okay, now the next one here is using this genetic cells. So I have to look into making those, because what I'd like to do is get the initial 2, and then we can spin these up quick. Of course, it's more expensive, but it's less time consuming and more consistent. So I'm going to look into those genetic cells there. All right, this one. We need this for the course faction. So this is excavation 1. And let's look at the machine first. We get this ground bore. We can build it. And then we get the sand extractor MKO1. And we need this well, we don't need this right now, but we do need the sand extractor. Here's what the bore does. You feed it drill head, syngas, and drilling fluid type 2, in this case for raw borax. Notice the craft time is 3 seconds, so you're only getting 5 raw borax a second. There is an MK2 version we'll get right with research coming up that I got queued. And it doubles the speed. So actually we'll get 7.5 raw borax out of this recipe here. And then we got this one here, copper ore, lubricant, coal gas, and drill head. And then we get 15 copper ore every 2 seconds. So it's half a yellow belt. But we'll get a yellow belt once we get the MK2 version of this mining drill thing, whatever. So then iron ore, coal gas, drilling fluid type 2, and drill head 15. So that would be another yellow belt with the MKO2 drilling thing, the bore. And then here's raw quartz, same things, you know, lube, coal gas, drill head. And then we can take iron sticks, get sand in the sand extractor. We can get gravel from iron sticks, stone, rich dust, which is actually pretty good, and then the coarse faction, which is really good too. So this is how we're going to make our moss happen here with this machine here. So I queued that up, and then we got mining machine stage 2. I had to run the excavation 1 to get mining machines 2 or stage 3, so I could set these up in the hub, because I want to do this off screen, obviously. Now, I found the excavation because of moss, and or I found it because of these. I can't remember which one came first. But here's all the mining machines. We got an MKO3 fluid mining drill in this case, which is kind of odd, and then a crystal mine MKO2, which is kind of interesting. I don't see, there aren't many, I don't know, they're kind of inconsistent with these MKO2 drills, so I don't know what's going on with that. So I queued that one up, and then Nexalit, check it out, man. Nexalit processing stage 2, we get a new creature that we can spin up, a thicket. And if you read it, it says bigger, tougher GMO mining creatures that can gather Nexalit ore. They're able to mine twice as much ore with the same food. Hell yeah. Speed increases by 100%, but there's a pollution factor because they probably poop and pee, you know. So, hey, I'm running this sucker, and as we've started to go along, you'll notice that Nexalit's coming up a lot more, you know, as an additive. So we have clean Nexalit, grade to grade 1. Nexalit grade 1, you know, it separates out to rejects in grade 3 and 2. Grade 1 are rejects to grade 1. Grade 2 to grade 3. Then we got a powder. We use sand in this, which is kind of interesting. So we can bring our sand over from the byproduct there and do a Nexalit grade 3 plus water. Gives us the powder. Then we moltenize it. Oh, it's kind of interesting because, yeah, the foundry. Borax plus the powder gives us the molten version of this. And then we get, oh, wow, 100 molten Nexalit for 20 plate, though. That's kind of weird. Look at this. We're going to have to do a lot of these. Well, it's like 3. It'd be like 3 to 1, you know, around there. And then we get this little guy. And then we get the hot version of this, which is 25. So that's cool. And then I just queued up these briquettes, energy generation. So we got coal dust, glycerol, creosote, and tar. And then we get 60 megajoules out of this coal briquette. And it generates ash as a byproduct. But this charcoal briquette, even though it's a nasty sucker here, we get, it doesn't look like we have any byproducts, and 180 megajoules. Borax, limestone, activated carbon, dried biomass, fiber, sodium carbonate, starch, nitrogen, wax, creosote. This is a nasty one, man. I don't know. I guess this would be kind of like a fun flex to put in your trains, I guess. But there's no acceleration bonus on it, so heck with it. I really don't see using that, but I wanted to knock it out. And then we got a fiberboard one here. I think it adds sodium sulfate to this. I want to say we get fiberboard. So I'm already doing this off site now. So I just have to go over there and, you know, rework it. And now we add the anthraquinone. We add that to this, and we get 12 fiberboard. So it's 4 more than that. This other recipe, and this is why I'm going to do the anthraquinone off-site, so we can use it for this fiberboard as well. So I queued that one up. Okay, so let's get to work on this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reorganize this crap. I'm going to move this over, and then we'll start working on this fluid stuff. And I think, yeah, what I'm going to do before, in between cuts, I'll fill this lake in and clean this all up. All right, let's get to work. Welcome back to the slow land. Oh boy. This is gonna be a nightmare. I don't know if this is gonna work. I have only 24 bots right now. I could steal some from the hub. But let's see if this works. There's a couple things I forgot about. You know how it is. There's so much going on with this crazy mechanical part 02. And, I mean, literally just every single part I've made, you know, every ore, every derivative of everything, you know, is being sucked into this mess here. Oh, God. Let's let these little buggers fly around here. Oh, I forgot to put a radar over here. Okay. Oh, research is all done, and I'll go over what I did to. I fixed things. Yeah, I need a radar over here. Oh, and if you haven't I don't know if you've noticed, but my inventory, is clearing out a little bit. So here's the. Oh, God, this thing is a nightmare. Well, here's the anthraquone. Pretty simple. It's really simple. Chromite sand, which now I might have to... I'm using waste product right now. That's where it's the only place this is coming from. And then we've got the sulfuric acid and the anthracene oil. So that gives our anthraquone, which is really nice. It's not too difficult to make the chromite sand. I just wanted to use the waste products up first while I spin this up. And then we'll see where it goes from here. This stuff, the EVA, it's kind of a pain in the butt. Not gonna lie. Vinyl acetate, which is from here. Now, I don't need a lot of it right now. But there is an overage. Oh, now there's an overage of oleochemicals, which is fine. I think. Yeah, because the problem is I didn't have enough, what is it? Where is this stuff? The glycerol. That backed up on me, so I had to come over here. Oh, look at that. The brand new cooling tower. Gonna use it. Might as well. I only need one. I don't know if I need only one or two of the other ones, the MK01s. Anyway, yeah, here's the fluids, 5 fluids coming in. The acetone is reliant on, you know, the circuits. There's some process I'm converting acetone from. And everything else is pretty straightforward there. A lot of little spaghettified things here. We got the lignin, which, you know, I'm very tempted. You know, I'd like to do cellulose to lignin and train that up, but we'll see. Here's the epoxy. Really slow running. Now, here's what the problem is. This is the problem I had. Glycerol backs up. It's only 10 oleochemicals, but 30 glycerol. But the problem is that I had to put a vent here to vent the glycerol, because it's only used for this stuff here. The ECH, epichlorohydrin, and there is more of a need for the oleochemicals. So glycerin doesn't move, this doesn't move. Then I don't get the EPA, is that what it's called? The EVA. Yeah. Then I don't get the EVA out of this. So that's the problem there. Here's the epoxy, and of course, these were facing the wrong darn way. I'm doing 400, a stack of 400. I might as well just let that run. Okay, let's see how we're doing over here. Oh my God, yeah, this is a mess. I forgot 2 things, and I forgot the red wire for the MK02 utility box. So I forgot to do the tinned cable for this utility box MK01, and then the MK02 needs the red wire. So I forgot to do that. And then I knew about the rubber, but then I forgot about it. And I need our belt. I need belt for the transmission MK02, which I don't know if it's being built. transmission. Oh, yeah. I did put this back in hell mod. Why is there no... Oh, yeah, so the bots are being overwhelmed right now, so I need more bots for this. Anyway, so we got the mechanical... Oh, I did redo this from the last speed up, last episode. So we got the mechanical part 01 here. Oh, you know what? I gotta set the requests up for these. Yeah, I forgot. I'll do that later. So, yeah, I'm just doing a little bridge, long-armed here. So I gotta set this up. I forgot to do that, but that's okay. I'd rather let it just kind of go, and then we'll see. I'll keep an eye on it. I'm doing the Ola chemicals here. It was a toss-up. I mean, this is what I was having trouble with, is this Nextlit battery. And why is there no lead plate and Nextlit plate in this thing? The Nextlit battery, because it takes the anthraquinone... well, the anthraquinone I knew I was going to pull out. It's the zinc acetate that was the problem, because the zinc acetate is chemical based, and then the epoxy and the EVA are also chemical based. So all that stuff was kind of grouped together. So now I'm training the zinc acetate over and the epoxy over, as well as the EVA. Yeah, I wonder, maybe I forgot the lead. I'll have to look through here and see. I was trying to keep these all balanced out. Yeah, it looks like I don't have lead plate. Like I said, there's a lot going on in here. Holy cripes. Okay. Oh, and then here's the fluid. I'm trying this out. Trying these tanks. And I'm pumping in. And then I've got basically, well, I have 3 outputs from here, which is nice. And it's a smaller footprint than these tanks. Yeah, CY1 tile. I think this is a 4x4, I want to say. Thing. And these are, this is a 4x4. Maybe that's a 5x5 or something. I have to look at it and measure it. But yeah, I think that I like these tanks, but they're kind of awkward to deal with. But at least if I don't use pumps, which I'm not going to, I'm a little worried about the stainless steel because I'm stealing. Sand casting. I thought I had sand casting in here. I know. Yeah, here it is, right here. So they haven't brought it there. I don't know why. Because this is that's a sand cast. Yeah. I'm glad it's not the advanced one. Holy cripes. But yeah, these. So oh yeah. So I gotta set these requesters up is the issue here. Now wait, is this set up here? Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, this isn't set up. Okay. So I just need sand casting on this one. Let's say ND. There we go. I'll just grab 10 for that. So what I do usually to try and keep this organized, I try to do this, but one row is one machine, and the other row, the row below it is the other. So if I do 2 machines, there it is. Holy crap, that's slow. 40 seconds, man. That is slow. But this is going to open up a lot of doors. We have one more thing we have to do, which is the neural processor. That'll be an interesting one. That's going to open up the rest of the stuff that we can build. So that'll be kind of nice to get going. Okay, now, what is going on here? Okay, that's that transmission here. So I need, why don't, I could do a shaft. This thing for, I might be able to do this. Oh, I had to do a long arm. Let's see, will it work? Yeah, it will. Yeah, I'll try that out and see if it works. Otherwise, the problem is that it's gonna misfire potentially. There we go. Got the gearbox now, and I'm doing a pass through here. 10 tranny transmissions in this case. Direct feed into this gearbox MKO2. So that's that. I've got the cable. Oh, let's see here. Oh, I forgot to put... I'm going to put a stack inserter on this one here. That's weird. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I forgot to do that. Okay, there's that now. And that'll get the... there we go. I got the red wire going into the utility box stuff now. All right, I'm going to finish setting this up, and then what I'd like to do is end the episode on getting this keyed up here. The mechanical O2. All right. Well, there's the missing piece, rayon. I was wondering, why was the rayon not being delivered? Plus, I forgot to add lead and Nexlet plate, I think, to this thing. Yeah. So I think... Okay, that's going... Yeah, I forgot to add lead and Nexlet plate for this. Because that was... I was going to do that here, the Nexlet plate. So I switched gears. Oh my god. There we go. Oh, and then what's annoying me is this stupid yellow inserters. I forgot. They default to blacklist. Or whitelist. And it drives me nuts, because now I gotta... There we go! Oh my god! Holy crap! Oh my god, look at this thing. It's so tiny! What is this? Mechanical part O2. Mechanical pain in the ass O2. Holy crap. I remember looking at this thing going, oh my god! Oh, alright, well it's done. Now, what I'm going to do over here is, like I said, I was thinking about doing a, you know, a bot bridge. Now, there is something I can do, and, you know, where I have to connect these, obviously, this network here. So let's say over here, let's say I want to connect these two, because all I want to do is be able to make stuff, you know. Well, because it won't, you know, it won't connect here, so that's not a problem. What I'll do is I'll go here, for example. Yeah, right here. And then I can, let's copy that. Then I can do a bot bridge from here. It's a long way for them to fly, you know? And then we won't be able to see the bot network here. Well, let's see. We can get a requester. Yeah, we can't see it unless that's in. So there'll be a gap here. So that right there, 1, 2, right there. And then we have a passive provider. I could do this temporarily instead of training this crap. You know, because I have a feeling what I'm going to be doing is I'll be building that stuff off, you know, as a separate builds, you know. It depends, though. I don't know. So this is how I could do that. So I just put a look at these knuckleheads. They're coming over here. Why would they come over here? Oh, they're delivering crap to me. Get out of here. Wait a minute. All right, where did they go? Here they are. Go back home. Okay, there we go. Oh, I brought some stuff over here from the hub. All right. So it is done. Mechanical parts 02, and you know, I guess you could say I'm halfway through that mechanical parts mess. We got 2 more that are on the, you know, for the future. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this build, though. There's a lot going on here. Can you imagine belting this? It's nuts. It's a lot of crap. Oh, and I went with hundreds on everything. 75. It's a 25 threshold, so when it gets down to 25, train gets deployed. And for some things like aluminium, iron plate, what do you got? Leads and tin, titanium, things like that, steel, copper plates, those will fill up 100%. So the train's only going to come here every so often. In the difference is this right here. These 2 things, and I want to get the better casting, obviously, for that, so we'll work on that later. Right now I just want to get this mechanical part 02 so I can get those trains going. I can get some better machines. So I'll end it here on the completion of mechanical parts 02, which I only have 6 of. Oh! This utility box is killing me. I might have to look into the problem is, yeah, it's the tin cable. Because it's, yeah, I'm going to have to do some more tin cable here for this whole thing. I don't think I broke out the red cable and stuff. So I'll have to do a couple of these within this build here. But, yeah, later on, I want to do the casting and then train this stuff around. And then we'll be able to max, you know, we could have a full train. If we can cast this stuff, it's kind of like plate then. And we can drive the copper cable and the tinned cable around and dump that off as opposed to doing the plates. You know, I'd rather do it that way. It's one less step we have to deal with. And the machines are, you know, we don't have to do this stuff here. A lot slower. Okay, I'm going to end it here. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed Mechanical Parts 02! And I'll see you in the next episode. Peace out.